Try it yourself, creating a dynamic graphic equalizer with simple jQuery and CSS. The purpose of this try-it-yourself exercise is to illustrate how to implement graphical elements using the basic web elements and CSS styling as well as some background jQuery. In this exercise, we'll create a bunch of span elements, use CSS to style them into an element representing a graphical equalizer display, and then add jQuery to dynamically update the display to provide a rich UI element. The solution files are located in the Code Listings archive as you've come to expect. Look in the Hour 14 folder for the files entitled Hour 1405. The HTML code and CSS code is pretty basic here, so let's jump right into the JavaScript file. We have our ready function beginning on line 20. That dynamically builds the equalizer by adding div and span elements. On line 13, the update equalizer function updates the opacity of the span elements so that only values below a certain level show as fully opaque. The data comes from a global array. In line 1, we have functions that populate the global array every half second via set timeout with new data that is rendered in the equalizer by calling update equalizer. As we can see, the HTML code is about as bare bones as you can expect. Besides calling the CSS style sheet and our JavaScript libraries, we just simply have the equalizer div defined in the body and some basic styling, coloration for the graphic EQ, happening in CSS. Let's test this out by selecting the HTML file and rendering it in a browser. There it is. This isn't a real live graphical EQ. In other words, those bars aren't mapping to my voice right now. This is just simply meant to show you a rich UI element and how easy it is to create by using a little bit of jQuery and JavaScript.